Finally, I'm making the Guardians of the Galaxy movie review. It took me a while to work on this because I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So let's get right into this. I'm too tired to actually talk about anything else before we begin. One last thing though, there is one thing. I have never read the comics of Guardians of the Galaxy, so I went to this movie. I knew some of the characters because I looked some of the information up, but I walked into this just trying to see if I could get into this movie, and I'm glad I did, and it is awesome. Guardians of the Galaxy, without question, is an awesome movie. It is it talks about these five, as they were called, losers, who all get together to try to save the galaxy. But how that happens is pretty cool. We meet this human from Earth called Peter Quill, also known as Star-Lord, who gets abducted from Earth after his mother passed away from cancer and he ran out of the hospital where he got abducted. We see him years later, now grown up, and trying to, I guess, make a reputation of himself when he tries telling people, I'm Star-Lord, and nobody knows who the hell he is. And that's what he meets Gamora, who was sent by Ronan the Accuser, who works for Thanos. She was sent to retrieve an orb that Star-Lord stole, but they both end up getting arrested along with Rocket the Raccoon and Groot, a giant plant alien that only says three words: "I'm Groot." And they went to try to capture Star-Lord, who had a bounty on his head, but all four of them got arrested, and they were all sent to this facility in space, which is a jail cell. There they meet Drax, who lost his family to Ronan, who killed them in front of him, and he is pissed off. He wants to kill Ronan. He wants to kill Gamora, who works for him, but Star-Lord stops him and, tries to convince him that if he wants Ronan, he's going to have to let Gamora live, who will come for her. So all five of them work together to escape from the facility and head on to find the Collector, who wants the orb and explains to them what's inside, which is an Infinity Stone. And during the explanation, one of the Collector's assistant, who is just sick and tired of working for him, tries to use the stone, but gets herself killed and destroys the Collector's facility. So Gamora realizes that the stone cannot be left with just anybody. It has to be left in somewhere secure and where people won't use it. But before then, Drax and Rocket get drunk and they get into a fight after Drax insulted him. And and this is what I love about this movie. This is the part what I love about this movie is we got to see the side of Rocket, how he says, "I never asked to be experimented on, to be put back together and to be this thing." And that's when you realize that he is miserable, that he hates what the people did to him, what they made him into. And that's, you feel bad for the guy. I mean, you feel bad for every one of them except for Groot, who really hasn't lost anything, or really don't get much of a backstory about him. But for everybody else, you do feel bad for them, especially for Rocket. I feel so bad for him. I wanted to give him a hug. I wanted to pet him on his head, just pet his head. There you go, Rocket. There you go. That's a good one. Don't bite me. Don't shoot me. So Ronan comes to the planet where the Collector and where everybody is at, after Drax sent a message to him and wanted to fight him, but he got his ass kicked by Ronan. This guy just played around with him and just beat the crap out of the guy. All the while, Gamora loses the stone to her, I guess, stepsister or adopted sister, whatever, who got sick and tired of Thanos always favoring Gamora, so she betrays him and joins with Ronan. They take the stone and head onto the planet where they plan to destroy it with the stone. Star-Lord, along with his, his adopted father, work together along with the others, with Gamora, with Rocket, with Drax, with Groot. They all form a plan to try to save this planet, to try to save the galaxy from Ronan. And this was pretty cool how we saw all these the criminals working together to try to help save this planet. And the fight was pretty cool. We got to see a great fight between all these guys. And one of the things I liked was how Groot was awesome. He just kicked everyone's ass. There was one scene where he just thrust his arm into a giant plant like a vine right through people, right through their chest, and just start whacking them over and over and over and over and over and over and over while he's yelling. And Star-Lord and Drax are just looking at each other like, whoa. And as soon as he finishes, he just turns to them, he just smiles at them, and you realize that, yeah, you don't want to piss him off. You don't want to piss that guy off. And it was pretty cool how they also finally got to where Ronan is, and how they fired this weapon that almost looked like he was done, that Ronan was done and he was killed. But Ronan survived. He uses the power of the stone to take out everybody until Rocket comes crashing into the ship and causes it to fall to the sky, and it looked like they have killed Ronan, but they now knew that they couldn't get off the ship in time before it crashes. So Groot, deciding to save his friends, sacrifices himself, forming into a dome, a plant dome, to shield his friends from the crash, even though Rocket knew that that would kill him. And Groot, tells his friend that we are Groot, and that, oh my god, oh, that was so sad. I almost cried. I'm not gonna lie, a small tear almost formed in my eyes, and I felt so bad, especially how we saw how he's dead, and everybody's so sad until Ronan the asshole decided to come in and try to destroy the galaxy. And it looked like he was about to do it until Star-Lord distracted him with a little dance, a little singing. And the guy's asking, what the hell are you doing? Not exactly that same way, but it's pretty much what we were all thinking. And Star-Lord saying, this is a distraction. And as soon as he turns around, Rocket fires a weapon and destroys the hammer. And Star-Lord grabs the stone, but because of its power, it almost kills him. So Gamora grabs his arm, absorbs the power. Drax grabs Star-Lord's shoulder and absorbs the power, but it's not enough. They're all going to be killed. So Rocket grabs Drax's finger and absorbs the power too, until finally it balances itself out, and they were able to defeat Ronan. So that was pretty good. I found it though kind of dumb that Ronan decided to call them Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, nobody called them that, but he decided to give them that name, and they decided to stick with it. They decided to stick with that name, and in the end, they were able to save the galaxy. They were all pardoned for their crimes, and apparently Groot is alive. A part of his plant was still alive, and Rocket puts in the soil, and we slowly see him growing. So that was pretty cool what we got to see there. And all in all, they all just took off to the galaxy just to see what they can do to help people and what's next for them. So that's it, everybody. That's the movie. If you guys love Guardians of the Galaxy and you guys want to see this movie, I do advise that you can go see it. It is a great movie. It is awesome. It is funny. You're going to get a lot of laughs into this, so you're going to enjoy that a lot. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope you get to see it. I don't know if I should tell you guys this about the post-credit. I'm not exactly going to tell you what happens at the post-credit, but if you are a fan of Marvel, then I suggest you stay for the post-credit. I guarantee you it is worth it, okay? That's it, everybody. If you guys have a different opinion on what you thought about the movie, or if you guys, think it could have been done a little differently, leave some comments below and let me know what you think. I will be here next time to give you another review, or probably another trailer reaction, which I've been doing a lot lately. But I will be here to give you all the entertainment and all the love for you guys. So take care and see you all next time.